All right, we're in the kitchen cooking it up. Pierogi time. I might not look like a Ukrainian, but I am. How do you know I have an authentic Ukrainian mother? And this is her recipe, handed down to her from an authentic baba, my baba, which means grandma in Ukrainian. This is the dough recipe. 3 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 1 cup of water. If you can use potato water after you boil potatoes, it's even better. And 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of oil per batch. And then for the filling, you can use potatoes. You boil them and mash them. And I like to use farmer's cheese or like the real cottage cheese curds. That's my favorite, is the potato and cottage cheese, so buckle up. So one of my favorite parts about being raised Ukrainian is interactions like this. So we go into an authentic Ukrainian store in Toronto, and I mean like the people who own it are Ukrainian, and they have all the stuff. Oh, there's some flour on my nose. So they have all like the kubasa, they have the pirohe, the authentic like baba style ones. And so we get up to the front counter and I'm telling the lady how excited I am that she has like the real pirohe. And because I'm Ukrainian. And now to give you a little bit of context here, you can, read my book. Oh, at this way. You can read my book to figure out how this story actually works. But as a large, blackish man, in a Ukrainian store saying I'm Ukrainian is quite funny, because Ukrainians, I mean, they're kind of like my mom. They're sometimes can be on the shorter side, and almost always white. So I say, I'm Ukrainian. He goes, ha ha ha. And I said, no, I'm Ukrainian. Thank you for all you do and your hard work. And we're about to leave the store, and she goes, Ukrainian. I never would have thought. And we left, and I never corrected it. So then you put all of the ingredients together. As you can see, this is a very large batch. Where's my face? Oh, there I am. I made a triple batch because I eat like 20 pierogies at a time. All right, and we get right in there. All right, so the dough should look approximately like this. I know that's not very scientific, but you can kind of see. Time to make the filling. These are red potatoes that are peeled. You really don't have to peel them. And then I'm using the authentic farmer cheese. You can also use cottage cheese curds. This is just the filling I really like. You can put really almost anything you want inside. All right, now I'm gonna mash them. Mash the potatoes, and then I'm putting in this whole thing of farmer's cheese, and I'm gonna mix it all together. Y'all don't know about Emerald. You're too young for Emerald. If you remember Emerald, send a comment in this video, because you're gonna know about this. So I'm gonna take some salt, and bam! Added a little bit of black pepper as well, and some dill. Bam! Putting it all together. Put flour down all over the surface. Make sure the surface is clean, like lots of flour on the flour, and roll it out. I just took a chunk of mine because I made a triple batch, if you can remember, but you could take the whole thing and put it there, and then you roll it out. Do want it pretty thin. If you can see this, you're better off too thin than too thick. So then, depending on the size of the pierogies that you want to make, you choose a cup. I'm using a wide mouth mason. You can use a smaller one. And then you cut out a circle. I cut them out of here. I'm going to re-roll this dough, roll it back out, and make some more. All right, now I have all of these, and we're about to put the filling in. Whoops. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm taking a little bit of my filling. Again, measurements non-scientific. I'm putting it, it's probably a little too much. All right, okay. Putting it to one side of the semicircle, or of the circle, I mean. Okay, folding it over. And then, this is kind of the fun part. You get to squish the edges together. All right, to just get it. So if anyone's familiar with dumplings, it kind of looks similar to a dumpling. Yeah, a lot of people watching this don't even know what a pierogi is, so about to change your life. Okay, and that is one pierogi, all right? Now, everybody just wants to make their mama proud, and I feel pretty darn good about this. So next, I'm gonna make all of these and then freeze them separately. I'll show you that. Pinching the edges really is just so fun. I'm showing you this again. Hee hee. Look at that beauty. All right, and I put them all on a parchment paper. Make sure they're not touching each other. Then I'm going to put this in the freezer. Once they're fully frozen, you can put them in a bag, and then that way they just won't stick to each other. And now for my favorite part, well, besides eating them, is you get a pot of water, you get it all the way boiling, and then put the frozen pierogies right in the boiling water. It's usually about 10 minutes or so, but you'll notice that they're done when they're all floating. Yeah, when they're all floating, that's when they're done. You can take them out. I like to put them in some whipping cream, not whipped cream, whipping cream with some dill and some salt and pepper, but you can really have them however you want. You can fry them up after. They're just fantastic, so you're welcome.